It's Friday, about the tail end of lunch. Just doing a quick video for members. Anybody that wanted to see them. The idea today was see if there was morning after trend day. See if there was any follow through from yesterday's breakout. And we know that we had been contained in that 82 area for a little bit. And when we flipped, then we logically thought that today's target, well, yesterday at the end of the day, 87.5 to 88. Follow through target the 90.25 measure, and then anything above that, good fortune part, say 90 to 95, but primary targets 92 to 94.25, because that was our base idea today with measured moves. So usually Friday has a little bit different dynamic, and part of that is the weeklies have had profits. They want to make sure they capture some, but there really is no reason for a weekly to come out until forced out. And normally we like to think of the last one to leave town loses, and as long as they're not forced out, obviously they're not going to come out. So for now, I've got a 4-minute chart on. We're looking at a 2-minute chart earlier, looking at a 5. Anytime we're above the green and red lines, it's bullish, obviously. And then a pull back into the blue line is an add and another buy. And you can see, basis a 2-minute chart, just how good this chart has been. It's been working for quite a while. Little break here at lunch, but we understand we're on a very fast chart, and we should start to slow down a bit and catch our breath. And you can see how yesterday this double that I said to our team, this is the key. If this double holds, we're going up. And obviously once we go up, we have no idea how high other than typical measures. So that chart has been a very good chart. If you want a little bit softer chart, put on something like a 3. You can still see it. Still see the key rotation yesterday. And then how we're starting to moderate. And usually 5-minute charts are base. But I'll look, especially in a day like today, at the 4 first. Figuring that will kick in before the 5. And near enough for government work. So each line gets its turn, pushing green and red and then the blue. Very hard usually to break the green, red, and blue all the same time. And if you don't get much kick on the red line after all of this, you understand that. And this is a very normal chart for us. 15 we've decided is probably the best chart, RTH, because of yesterday's low and where we thought support might come in. And this is an example of that 15 low yesterday coming in perfectly, not able to break down the pink line and got a boost, stayed above the blue line and then off to the races. So we know that we're very much stretched from yesterday's range. And Friday afternoons, anything goes. Obviously, that 2100 everybody's looking at, but you start to also get into risk-reward ideas. So as a conservative trader, we suggested traders peel out 92s to 94s. Anything above that, good fortune. Another measured move at 95.5 plus, and we suggested 97 to 98 even could get hit or higher. But use that as resistance if you are thinking of shorting. And truthfully, no reason to worry about shorting if you had a good day, good couple of days. You know, better off going out and playing some golf than you are trying to beat your head against the wall at lunchtime today. And here's a good look at a chart I had posted early this morning. This was our target zone, this yellow circle. Get it above last year's high, 88.75, and then anything goes in here. Got a high at 101 that basically is the next resistance high. So we've got some room to stretch in between here, but again, it's Friday afternoon and who knows? You know, it's bot wars at this point, and who wants their profits and who doesn't. So we've already told traders to make sure that you're playing with funny money right now, something you're prepared to lose. And better yet, make sure you keep the lion's share of what you've already made in the last couple of days. 240 chart we pointed out was constructive. Certainly the daily chart constructive above the red line, taking out this high. Last week's high was 81.75, so that's the breakout. and above that 82. That's why I said yesterday at the end of the day, remember, first pullbacks are usually buyable. So we felt the 82 was natural support, and we felt that the logical trade range was 82 support, trying to get to 92 to 94. Just simple trade logic. Market continues to try to squeeze some shorts into the end of the day. It's coming into the afternoon session, and again, we encourage traders to make sure that they have profits safely tucked away, and then if you want to re-enter trades, up to you. Use a faster chart that you can see, something like a 1 or a 2 minute chart, and keep maybe a base chart like a 10 behind you. Here's a 15-minute chart. We felt this was the correct buy zone depending on how aggressive you wanted to play, and hope to get back and test the 87s. Got to take out 87s. Just stays high, get above that, got to take out that 89, and then once above 89, try to hold it. See if it can't get higher into that 95 to 96 range. 96 is resistance 1 today. We use those as general guides. 90-minute chart in play. 60-minute chart, our base chart that we said this would be the one we will key off today. And you can see how good that has been. It's from this launch. Green, red, same ideas that we talked about with the 2-minute charts. Green, red, blue. All of them important. And then you get to the idea, you get too far stretched away and time for some profits. So we use the target areas, the numbers that we like, and then we try to find a chart that makes sense timing wise. We feel this is today's primary box. We thought yesterday this 74.25 area was key. Once we got above that, we could go to any high. Got to take out the highs first, and once you do, opens the door to test the next high, and obviously the next one's in play now. So this is our primary box for today. We felt that the lion's share of the trading would probably occur in this box. The volume seems to be ridiculously light, reflecting, in my opinion, a general reluctance for most traders to add today on the long side at this time and price. MQ. Got the 60-minute chart we felt has been in play. Got a target line that's being hit up here. Took out this high right here, this green box, so triggers the next box. And obviously in terms of resistance, seeking to find a high that makes sense. So this was a measured move idea right here that I've got as our next target line. And keep an eye on the 120s. You note how in here, hard to tell usually, but you keep watching the blue line, because above the blue line the slope is up. This is your longer term average, but this is your action line right here. New buys are at the blue line. First trades today suggested to our traders use that 94 target as resistance, attempt to get back in and close the gap at 85.5. In the correct buy zone, we felt 85 to 87, depending on how aggressive you wanted to play. And more than likely we would get morning after trend day. So we really had two reasonable trades early. First was gap trade and half gap trade. Understanding our 90.25 target had been hit. That was the leftover target from yesterday. And then use our 94 area, our potential target area, as our resistance zone, and assume that we could get something into the 87 to 85 range and soon support 82. And if you bought, hang in there and try to let this trade work, and then be done by 11:30ish when we came into what I consider to be the morning ending trade, the primary trade done, and then we go into the lunch chop. So very typical of how the market will behave. And because it's Friday, we felt be conservative and don't expect a big range today. Probably a squeeze if we could get above the 90 and then see where it takes you. So we did not encourage traders to do a lot of fading today other than the advantage for the half gap and gap. And truthfully, that trade has not worked as well as it used to have this year for short side trades. So bottom line, a day like today, you don't want to squander profits. We have no idea where the high is. We do know that the market is trying to, on a breakout, seek a logical target that makes sense for the day's range. Measured move T1 today, 94.25 has been hit. T2 is at 98. So anything above this 94.25 is good fortune in our opinion. And with a couple of hours to go, let's see how things work out for the close. And we have not recommended shorts. We have recommended cover your profits if long, but certainly a squeeze is still possible by the end of the day. And then be very careful the later we get in time and the higher the price. And then anybody that's had a great day, want to risk a couple points for a short scalp, good luck with that idea. And if you get 5 or 6 points, probably done well. So key for now for our traders, staying above yesterday's high at 87. And risk reward will start to come in now this afternoon, probably after 2:30. This is Z signing off. Hope this helps you trading.